Hey, welcome guys to the live stream. Oh, looks like it's just starting now. Welcome everyone. So today we're just going to continue with the to-do list. So it should be up now on the screen. I'm just going to post to Twitter real quick and to Discord. So yeah, just same thing as yesterday. Turns out I have some extra free time this afternoon today, so I'm going to be working on that a little bit. So the next thing I want to work on is the players, or basically all the entities, even the slimes. When you hit them, they continually flash and they don't stop flashing. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. It could be actually a result of other bugs too, so I want to make sure that that gets fixed. Alright, and we're now ready to continue work on this. Hello guys, welcome, how's it going? Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, it looks good now. Welcome everyone. I got the chat up now so I can see you guys. So yeah, I'm just going to demonstrate the bug, what's going on with that. Server started yet? Yep. And we'll open up a client. So I'll just demonstrate it with the slimes and everything. What? No. Start a second server. So see, if you hit a slime, it just keeps flashing. It should only flash once. So I don't remember exactly how the code works for that. I'll just have to fix it. Alright, and you can see now the player is just continually flashing. Yep, so that's the bug basically. And if you log out, it's fine. And I think the map gets unloaded, so when there's no players on it, so then the slimes also fix themselves that way. So yeah, let's look into that. I'll just close everything because it has nothing to do with those files. So I believe it's in the entity code. Yes, we have the flash timer here. Okay, so this is where it determines whether the flash red or not. So if the flash timer is greater than 0, add flash timer. Now where is flash timer obtained? That's what I want to know. I think it's updated in update. Yeah. Minus equals delta time. And flash duration is 0.2 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to add in a system.out here. Let's do flash timer. And we'll put in the entity name. Okay, so I won't slice any of the slimes. I just want the player to start flashing. Okay, there you go. Let's look here. I'll just stop that. Okay, so you can see that it just goes down and down and down. And it never really reaches 0, so it's like it restarts for some reason. So what could be the reason for it restarting? So why does the flash start anyways? I believe it's here, yep. Changes. Okay, so it checks if there's a flash property. So if it's saying for the flash to start and the flash timer is less than 0, so it's as if the snapshot is not updating to say to stop flashing. So why could that be? Let's see first off how the flash is initiated on the server. Then we'll get a good idea on how to stop it. My keyboard's flashing like crazy right now too. It's because I'm getting messages on Discord. Yes, I'm not going to answer the questions right now on Discord. I'll get to them after. Okay, so where is this handled? So do I have a method for causing a flash to start right away? Okay, so here. So it sets the flash boolean to true. Okay, yeah, I see what it's doing. So it's as if that it's like the cache is not being erased. Or maybe that this event here is just continually being called. No, that wouldn't be it. So let's just confirm here. Let's go into Entity Snapshot. Now Entity Snapshot has a method here for clearing out the properties. And it should be called every time the snapshot is taken from the entity. So I believe that that is done in maybe world snapshot packet? No. Wait, this is the server, yeah. Okay, so here the snapshots are cleared. Now, is this not being called? Let's just check the call hierarchy here. Okay, so it's not even being called. All right, well, that's obviously the issue. Now, that could be a big reason for a lot of the bugs that are going on. And I think it has to do with my recent reworking of some of this stuff. So it's actually kind of exciting because I could be fixing one bug and it's going to fix a lot of the issues on the to-do list. So let's hopefully that's actually what's going on. Now, where's my code for this? Hey, how's it going, Raging Rabbit? I think I moved it somewhere else. No, it's not here. I used to have it in world, I remember that. Oh, maybe I moved it to map? Yeah, that could be it. Oh no, snapshot generator. Now this code is just like freaking crazy. This was the thing that took me a long time to rework for the chunk system. There's a lot going on in this code right now. So it's very likely that I just forgot to you know, just clear the snapshots after they're sent out. So that makes sense. Now, where am I actually creating these world snapshot packets? Where is this used anyways? Is this ever even declared? Okay, so what is entity data here? Entity data is a list of entity snapshots. Okay, so it's going through the entities in the chunk, it's getting their data, and then it's turning it into a string with JSON, and then it's saving it into the snapshot. So what we could actually do here is, let's create a method in entity data. So actually, we can probably just copy it from here. I'm curious with this class if we're able to just remove it, because I don't think it's being used anymore. A map snapshot also has to be cleared, so I'll have to make sure that that happens. So you can see map snapshot is that string there. So snapshot generator, where's the map snapshot obtained? Did I actually forget to add this map snapshot data? No. Okay, it's here. So packet changes dot map snapshot is equal to map snapshot. Where is it getting this from? Okay, it's getting it from the map. Okay, so it already serialized it. And then, yeah, here it's clearing it. So that's good. Okay, so it was just the player stuff that we had to clear. I think that's it. Now I want to try deleting this class. I'm going to copy its code just in case. Yeah, see, nothing even happened. So we can just delete that. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, we're getting through some stuff. Seems to be working. I'm hoping that this change that I'm making here is actually going to knock off a few things on the to-do list. I have a feeling it's going to fix some of the animation issues and stuff as well. Okay, so let's just run into the slimes. No, it's still flashing. All right, so obviously I just did something wrong. Oh, I never actually called entity data dot clear. I never actually called the method. Okay, well, now that the server is up and not working, I want to test out a couple of the other bugs that I think might be related, and then I want to see if I make the change, if it's going to fix it. Yeah, so you can see here, it looks like the player is not walking at all. There's no walk animation. And then I want to open up this client. Yeah, see, it's causing some issues with the sound, and the animation is just way too fast. So that's not normal. Now let's restart the server. I want to see if all of those things have been fixed. All right, Come on, slimes. Hey. All right. Now let's get another player on. Yep, walking animation works now. Like I thought. Now if I use the sword, yep, looks normal. Yes! Freaking awesome. Okay, so let's see how many bugs this actually marks off of the list. One line of code, man. I'm telling you, when you rework stuff and you forget this some little thing, it can cause so many issues. Okay, so player continues to flash after being hit. That's fixed. Walk animation not playing for other players. Fixed. A lot of these bugs I'm surprised I never discovered before, because I made those changes like last summer, I think, actually. I haven't worked on the game a bunch in the past since then, so a lot of these bugs are probably related to that. Collision's not working on part of the map. I doubt that has to do with it. Insane ping, maybe. I'm going to need some people's help to test that one out, so I might do that in a couple days. Game looks blurry when moving. Fixed collisions with Y is less than 0. Yeah. Okay, so let's do the game looks blurry bug. Yeah, seriously, it's one of the best moments when you just figure out this one thing and it just fixes everything, or a lot of things. Like, the game is actually kind of like good now. Like, I was kind of disappointed with you know, I thought, man, this game is so freaking broken. It's just this one little thing. Now it's fixed and the game actually looks like it's, yeah, we're gonna actually be able to do this subscriber thing soon. Okay, game looks blurry when moving, so I'm gonna describe this one. I think I might know what's going on here. So if you look at the player, it looks fine. Maybe it's a bit hard for you guys to tell on the stream if the quality especially is not super amazing. Here, it might help if I go full screen. So if you're paying attention to the player, it looks fine. But if you look at everything around, it looks like everything's shifting really quickly back and forth, and it's just like, it hurts your eyes. I think it has to do with the client-side prediction and fixing that. So yeah, let's try to fix that. Here, I can close all of these now. In case any of you guys are wondering, I am working on the networking tutorial on the side. I'm actually doing it during my lunch breaks at work. I have a bit of free time, so I'm drawing up some diagrams and stuff I can probably show you a bit later in the stream. It looks like it's working out pretty well. The diagrams look great. I also want to do some more pseudocode, and I want to make the explanation just as simple as possible and really short too. I want it to be a quick read if possible. So I want to be efficient with how I'm using my words for it. Okay, so this one, I have no idea exactly where to start. I think it has to do with the client-side prediction, so let's look at that. I just want to see how many corrections are happening. So what happens is that when the player moves, it sends the commands to the server, and the server checks the player's movement. So it calculates it both on the client and the server. And if there's a discrepancy, then the server will tell the client, hey, look, your movement, your position is not the same on, this is what your position is on the server. What is it on the client? And then the client checks. And if it's different, Actually, it's using epsilon equals here, which I want to change. I don't like that. I want it to be exactly the same. So if the position is different on the client than it is on the server, then the client is going to set the position of the player to the server position of the player. So it does a bit of a correction. I want to see how often this is actually happening. If it's happening a lot, then that's why we would be seeing those shifting issues. Because the player would be like, just say the player's moving forward, then the server would be like, oh, you move forward too quick, it'll shift them back by like a pixel or two, or even just a part of a pixel. But since it's scaled up, you still notice a difference. So yeah, that's my concern with that. So I just want to see how often the player position is being corrected. If we see it a bunch in chat, that the player's position is just constantly being corrected, then there's an error, obviously, when you have to fix that. Okay, so it looks good, actually. If the position was being corrected, we would be seeing console output right now. Here, let's just put it before this. Just want to make sure that the method's actually being called. I mean the system out. Yep. Okay, so that is not. Oh yeah, sorry, forgot to update the stream overlay for the to-do list. I have to refresh it, so there you go. Maybe I should do something to say like this is the next up. I'll just do bold maybe. Oh no. Oh, I forgot to. There you go. Alright, so the next item on the to-do list will be bolded and underlined, so you guys have a better idea what's going on. Okay, so it's not position correction. That's good. No, I don't want to use epsilon equals. I think that's annoying. So server pose dot x is equal to location dot pose dot x and server pose dot y is equal to location dot pose dot y. I want to make sure that the client and the server have the exact same position. Here I'm going to add the system out here again. Correction. Oh, there's some correction going on now. Oh, maybe my my condition's not good. Here, I'm gonna turn debug mode on. I don't know why I keep doing regular run. Oh, there's some correction going on now. turn it back to the epsilon equals stuff. Oh, okay, I see what I did wrong. Pose matching command. So this is not location.x, this is right, okay. I remember how I did this now. Yeah, I'll go into more detail how this works in the networking tutorial. Okay, cool. Maybe not so cool, because I thought it would be much easier to solve than this. So right now I'm just really not sure what's going on. Why everything just looks so blurry. Collisions are a little bit broken too. Whatever, I'll fix that another time. Yeah, look at that. Don't know why that's going on, but okay, so what could be causing this to be blurry? Now it seems like things are shifting back and forth. So maybe it has to do with the camera. Let's look into that. Check the game camera. No, it's on screen. Where did I put the camera stuff? Tools? Yep, game camera. Now this should not be like that. That's just bad design. Okay, so it lerps. Okay, so this is something different. Now, I want to see what is it using here. So game camera. Yeah, I want to do that, but I want to figure out why it's not why it's so blurry. I don't want to use some workaround. I just want to figure out why it's blurry, and then after that we can add some extra effects. I've done that effect before in the past, and I think it looks really awesome. So I want to do that for sure, but I just want to make sure that it looks good. So yeah, right now I'm fixing the bug with, I'm thinking it's a game camera now, but it's basically if you look at the game, if you look at the player it's fine, but if you start looking at around the player when you're walking, everything just kind of blurs. So one fix is to use that lerping, like you say. But obviously there's something else going on because this blurring is not normal, so I want to fix that first, and then we'll add the lerping. So I just want to see what's going on with the camera. Maybe it's moving back and forth quickly for some reason, or I don't know. Just check it out here. Okay, so it is centering on the player, so that's normal. Oh, maybe. Like the camera's trying to catch up or something to the player. That could be. Yeah, the server version and the client version of the player's position is different in real time because there's a delay, right? So the server is always behind the client. So when we're verifying the position that the client's supposed to be in compared to the server, the client actually has to go back in time and check the position back in time and check whether that position is the same as the server is currently, or at least is when they sent that that position correction packet. So yeah, it checks back in time, and then it sets it to the position back in time, and then it redoes the commands that were done after that time period. I'll go over it in the networking tutorial in better explanation than that for sure, but yeah, that's basically what it does. I don't think that's what's going on here though. Alright, let's look at the map renderer now. Oh yeah, sure, I can show the blurriness again. I'm not sure how well you guys can actually see it on the stream. Here, like, just look at the grass lines and also the tops of the trees, and you'll notice a blurriness when I'm moving around. Just everything kind of shifts. Hurts your eyes a little. Yeah, there's a delay when sending to the server, but that's accounted for too. This I think is purely a rendering bug, so it has to do with the client, something broken on there. Well, I thought it had to do with position correction, but if it's not related to position correction, then it has to do with rendering, at least I think. Now, it wasn't like this before, so I'm thinking that has to do with some changes I made recently. And I did make changes to the map renderer recently, so it could have to do with that. Oh, you know what? I think I might know what's going on. Okay, I think I know. Hey, thanks for the encouragement. I mean, I wouldn't release the game with blurriness like this. It just looks really bad and it hurts your eyes. You can't really even focus on the game other than the player. Like if you're just looking straight at the player, it's fine, but I think maybe I figured out what's going on just from thinking about it. So it looks like the camera is centered on the player always. Which is fine. I might try to draw it out, but I don't know if I actually can. Oh. Let me get my drawing tablet out. Good. So, just say this is the screen, and the player is always smack in the middle right here. So what's happening is that, just say green would be the game world. It's checking, okay, what tiles and what elements are within the view of the game camera. So it would be pretty close. I mean, it would be something like this. So it would just be a little bit out of it. So my guess of what's going on is that since the camera is always centered directly on the player. Hold on a second. Would that be it? No, maybe not. Hold on, I have to think about this. Well, we're not interpolating to the player's position. The camera is just setting itself to be centered on the player's position. Now, what I was thinking was that maybe there's just a tiny offset between the player's render and where the tiles are. Jeez, it's hard to explain. I mean, it's hard to even think about myself. Yeah, you can see the code here. It's pretty plain. Every tick, the camera position is being set to the player's position. Well, actually, the entity to focus on, but in this case, it's always the player. So I don't think it's that. I mean, I could be wrong. There could be something else like that. But maybe that restriction is causing some issues. Set the speed of the player to twice as quick. I could. I mean, I could maybe see that. Okay, yeah, see if it increases. Sure, I'll try that. I believe it's in here. Entities, player. Player speed is set to 120. Yeah, have a debate about IDs. I think that was counterproductive. I got a lot less done yesterday because of that. Yeah, I would say the blurriness is increased. Maybe not. It's probably the same. It's hard to compare though. It's probably just as bad than if we sprint. Okay, it's actually noticeable on the stream. Okay. So I guess it did increase. I'll just keep the player speed like that. No. Okay, I think it has to do with the rendering here. So is there camera rect view Y with offset? Now what is this Y with offset thing? Oh, okay. I see what it's doing. Alright, let's just look through this render code again and try to figure out what's going on. So it's getting these tile Y and tile X, and tile Y2, tile X2. So I'll just explain what those are quickly. Now I might have the orientation wrong, but it's basically tile. How did I spell tile there? Tile X, tile Y, and then this is tile X, tile Y2, So it's finding the 4 different corners for the tiles to render. So this is for the green line. And then it basically has an embedded for loop to loop through it from top left down to right and then down. So that's what it's doing here. So you can see it's getting tile Y. Oh, it might actually be doing the opposite. So Y2 might actually be the one on the bottom, I think. Yeah. So it's this diagram, except Y2 is down here and Y is up here. So it's getting it. Tile Y, and then tile X, and same thing here. Now tile X is +1. Why is it +1ing it? I'm just curious. I want to see what happens if, oh. So some of the tiles actually don't show up if we don't do +1. You can see here there's this black bar. So let's put that back. All right, it's fixed now. All right, and then using these tile X's and tile Y's, it also gets the chunk to render in. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. But the thing is that the player is also rendered that way. It's not just the tiles that are rendered upscaled. So then we shouldn't see blurring, I don't think, in that case. All right, this should be +1 too. Otherwise it won't work on big resolution screens. I don't think it would be jumping back though. Like I said, the player is also being rendered this way, so yeah, I see what you mean. I think it is yeah, that's definitely something that happens, but the player also has that issue, so you shouldn't notice the difference between the player and the rest of the game. I don't think, at least. Okay, so then now it's getting the chunks. Whoops. It's essentially doing the same thing. So it's looping through the chunks, then it's getting the tile inside the chunk that it needs to render. So it's tile Y is more than or equal to 0. Tile render Y is equal to divided by chunk size. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I'm starting to think that maybe it has nothing to do with this here. Okay, so for the chunks, it's pretty straightforward. The issue is happening with the chunks, and so it's happening with the tiles and the elements, so the trees and the tiles, for example. No, I'm actually not padding around the tiles in the tile set. I have seen that being done though, but I've never really known what the benefit is of it. Should I be padding around it? Oh yeah, it's okay, I'm already calculating it. Okay, so this is just for the collision rects. Yeah, tile bleeding. Yeah, I had that issue before and we did fix it. It's not the same though. Yeah, I can disable the tile bleeding if you want to see what it looks like. The tile bleeding fix, I mean. Where did we do it again? I think it was an asset manager. Oh, I actually have it disabled right now. Let's see what happens if we enabled it. Maybe that's it, honestly. No, it's still blurry. So I had tile bleeding enabled and also had it disabled before. I don't remember why I disabled it. I think it was causing some issues. Oh, causes ripple effect apparently. I want to try printing out. Why do I keep closing the client? Let's print out the position here. Camera. I could try it, but the thing is that this issue is new. It wasn't here a few months ago. And I did have an issue with tile bleeding and using code fixed it. You just had to do with the way the tiles were configured in libgdx. Okay, so let's move and then close it. All right, so let's see how it updates the position of the player. So this is interesting, actually. If you look, no, it's normal. It's normal. So I was gonna say it is interesting that it seems like it's the camera's rendering. Okay. The player, hold on a second. That it's rendering. It's saying, okay, the camera setting its position to the same thing twice in a row, and then it switches. But that's normal because the player only updates its position 30 times per second, and we're rendering 60 times per second. So there's going to be some overlap here. I want to change some settings here quick. Yeah, it seems like it would be a camera issue. So if I disable VSync and I set the max FPS to 90, close that, we should see it 3 times each. Yeah, 3 times each. So yeah, there you go. That just kind of proves that that's normal. Man, this kid's screaming like crazy. There's this family on my floor. The kid's just always screaming. Alright, I'm going to try that again with... I want to see if there's any discrepancies. So walk, close it. Now it should be doing it twice in a row and then switching to the next position. So I want to see if there's any discrepancies here. So twice. Oh, you can see here it only did it once. It only rendered 1 position, 2, and then 1, and then 1 again, 2, 2. So it seems like maybe the rendering is out of sync with the player movement, but that should be so small that it's unnoticeable. I don't see why that would cause big issues like this. And it's not like the player's position is going backward either. It should always be in the same direction. It's not like they're shifting back and forth quickly. I don't want to do that though. It seems like a cheap fix because it was working before, like I said. What is this? Rewrite map limit code. Okay, this doesn't even apply anymore, I don't think. Because the map does this. It only renders the tiles that are visible. Yeah. Unless maybe no, that wouldn't happen because it's on the same loop. Never mind. I was thinking maybe that the camera view rect would change midway through rendering or something like that, but no, it's on the same loop. And what is this for anyways? If map width is more than screen width. Oh yes, this. I don't have to bother with that anymore. Just delete that. Maybe it has to do with the units per pixel too. It has to do with the scaling. Maybe the scaling isn't very good for this monitor, but we've been using it before, so let's try 1/4 scaling. Yeah, still super blurry. That's not it. What if I try 1:1? I'm gonna see what that's like. I still see blurriness. Hey, I can send you the client and you can join the server. All right, here, let me just export it. And anyone can join it too if you guys are interested. Yeah, it's okay. I'll just overwrite the old one. Oh no, crap, I need to go in Google Drive. I think it's more of a podcast this way when you're listening. That's cool. I was thinking it would be fun to do it like an Archipelo podcast eventually. Kind of more just a discussion with you guys, but more planned out, like a live thing. I think that would be fun. It wouldn't be often though. There, I posted the link on Discord if you guys want to download it and join. I'm going to try to keep the server up. At least during the stream, so you guys can check it out. Here, I'll post the link on YouTube as well. So let me know if you see the blurring issue, and if you notice some other bugs too, then that would help out. You are going to have to create an account, but don't worry, use hashing and salt and stuff so it's secure. You don't even actually see your passwords ever, so don't worry. I'd recommend just using a throwaway anyways. I'm curious to see what your pings are going to be as well too. Had some bugs that people saying that their pings are like in the are super high up. I don't know why my ping just like goes up and then goes down like this. It's weird. Oh, sorry, I released the debug mode version. I'm probably gonna wipe the database anyways eventually. Sorry, I had debug mode on. I'm gonna have to repackage it. The server list is also broken in the game. I want to fix that before we do some kind of release. I mean, it kind of works, but you guys will see, I guess, in a couple seconds. Probably going to take a short little break to eat something. Haven't eaten lunch yet. Alright, here it is. Let me know if the same link works with the new version. Should be okay now. I don't think I need to re-upload the link because I just did a new version of the same file. But maybe, just let me know. Yeah, I'm just gonna well, for me it's like 2 o'clock, so it's not exactly dinner time, but it is a late lunch. So yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes. I'm gonna try to figure something out quickly. Yeah, it's alright if you can hear me. I didn't want to bother muting since I was just going to be gone for a couple minutes. Alright, I'm waiting for something to toast anyways. I don't know if you guys just heard what I said. Can't connect? You get like a list of servers, right? The list of servers is kind of broken, but if you click the connect button, it should still work, I think. Here, whoops. I'm gonna try to turn off debug mode for myself as well. I want to see if I can get it to work. Yeah, dude, this server list is so broken. I'm gonna try to restart it. Restart the server. It used to work flawlessly, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. Oh, really? Oh, it says error next to the server. Argzanon, how did you, or Landon, if you're listening too, how did you guys connect to the server last time? Because you guys were able to connect, so I don't know what happened, but here I'm gonna restart the login server too. All right, login server should be back online. Server's back on. Oh, yeah. I'm not completely back yet. I have to go continue with my lunch. Be back in a second. Alright, I'm back again for a couple seconds. Okay, yeah, so I'm getting the error now too. Now, did it prompt you to create a login to start out? Yeah, that's it, back but not quite. Yeah, I just restarted the login server, which also handles the server list. So you should only see one server in the list, but Yeah, but the server you guys are trying to connect to is running on my computer right now. Oh, you know what? I think I know why. Let me check. Right. Yep, works now. Just had to do something quickly. It should work now if you guys want to try it. Yeah, that's because you're using the debug mode client that I accidentally released. You have to re-download it again. Sorry. I have a debug mode version where it just automatically logs you in with the default account on localhost. So it's just quicker for me, so I don't have to go through the menu every single time I want to test out the game. Well, I'll be back in a sec. Hey, it looks like we got a couple people in the game. Dang, even looking at you walking around, whoever that is, I see some jumping around and stuff. didn't have to log in? Oh yeah, the Mang. What? Oh, what? Really? The swords aren't working properly? Oh, for the... Yeah, we just don't have any music to play right now. We have menu music, but none in-game. Yeah, I want to add name tags. How did you log in as the default account? I'm surprised it's even possible. I mean, if you decompile the code, you can find the login info for it, but... Oh, in the stream. I'd like to, I just don't want to get copyright striked. Actually, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I could probably get some background music, maybe for the next stream. Yeah, I'm just surprised that he even showed that character list for you. Did you download the the old version of the client? No, even then that what? Oh, maybe it just automatically logs in for everyone. You need to get a sword. You can use the /give command. You mind showing them how to do the /give? Quick. I'm just eating right now. I can't really type. Yeah, that's not a bug. It's normal. It's a game mechanic, so you can just say you like it's more for ranged weapons, so you can walk away from enemies while still shooting at them. Just wrecking me with that crazy sword. I love the animation of that sword. It looks awesome. It could be that for that sword I don't have the hit distance high enough. What kind of music would you guys want for the background of the stream? I can just like play Monster Cat or something. Or like, I like listening to video game soundtracks when I'm developing. I find it's a bit inspirational. You know what, I can do that this stream actually. I can find some stuff. Let me know if it's too loud or something though. Oh, you know, I made a game last year called Hexstrat, and I had some really awesome royalty-free music in there, so I can play that. It kind of reminds me of like an old RTS or something. Let me know how the sound is on that, if it's too loud or not loud enough. Found new bugs. Oh. Yeah, you go invisible when you're inside the house? That's normal. These houses will have doors on them eventually, so if you try to go inside of them, they're gonna get teleported anyway. Oh, a certain part of the map, yeah. It's near when y is equal to 0. If you press F3, you can see your y. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know about that bug. I found it yesterday. Might should fix it on this stream, but I want to fix the blurriness issue first. That one shouldn't be too hard to fix, I don't think so. I'm really excited to overhaul the UI in this game too. I'm not happy with the color scheme of it. Kinda looks like trash. Where is that? I see you're probably just entering another chunk there, that's why you go invisible. Whoa. Something happened. Is the music volume alright? Maybe this music's a little too serious. This is the Archipelo title song. Okay, that's good. I'm excited to get grass to sand to water transition tiles too. That'll look awesome. Really spruce up the map. We've been dealing with the exact same tiles since like, it's been like 2 years now, almost. Been using the exact same tiles and trees and stuff. It's crazy. Aether mod music. That's okay, I don't really care about copyright that much. We're not even going to be getting ads anymore on the channel, so... I'll do the Aether music for the next stream because I don't want to be streaming YouTube video while I'm uploading a stream as well. So I'll just play some stuff I already have on my computer. It's not a big deal. We weren't making a ton of ad revenue anyways. It was just enough to cover the server costs essentially. It was like $5 a month. Maybe yeah, around $5 a month. Which I mean, yeah, now we're gonna have to start going out of pocket to pay for the server, but it's whatever. I'll play like the trap version or something, or MLG version. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Hey, it's VVV. That game is awesome. I love the soundtrack too. Oh no, there's an invisible slime here. I think. Can't really move in this area. I think I'm getting damaged too. Yeah, I'm getting damaged. It's like an invisible slime here. What the heck? Well, something just broke. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update this. He's walking around in his underwear. Just pink tidy whities. Hey, someone deleted my character. I should probably fix that issue with people messing around with my account. Also, this time here for when the last played is completely off. A lot of bugs in this game, but I'm pretty confident that we can just work them out. Take them one at a time. I have an idea actually what's going on. So the game camera is updated before the player moves, so maybe that's causing some issues. Where are we updating the game world? Screen matcher to update. So what if we update the camera right before we render? We'll try that. I don't know what the heck's going on with this character. Someone just found a way to break the game for him. This one too. Raging Rabbit, did you find some bug or something? Blonde afro. Wow, we can't even join the game at all now. Is the server down? Yeah, I think I knocked out one of the threads on the server. Oh, okay. It could be that I broke the server. Yeah, looks like that was it. Whoa. That's kind of weird. That happened just from... Oh. I see. Achievement unlocked, broke the server. I haven't talked to the other devs about it, but I'm thinking it would be a good idea to have some sort of bug bounty thing going on in the game. So we wouldn't actually pay real money, but we could pay like in-game benefits for people who find bugs. The bigger the bug, the better the benefit. At least to start out. We want to try to get all these bugs fixed as quickly as possible, and all the security issues especially. Is the in-game chat global? I think it is right now. Here, I can actually confirm it. Oh crap, where do I actually handle the chat? I added the chat so long ago. I'm pretty certain that it is global right now. Yeah, it loops through all the online players and sends them the chat message. I mean, right now you can unlock everything that's in the game. There's a /give command. If you, give you guys a quick tutorial on how to get anything you want in the game. Yeah, right now there's only one server, and it's just the server running on my computer to test. We don't have any actual servers running like 24/7 yet. You sure? If you tried chatting something now, I might see it. I think it's just because I logged out. Yeah, look, I see your message. Okay, the chat isn't working then. Oh, you mean like the stream? Because yeah, if we talk real time, then yeah, you can see the difference. Yeah, I think it's just the stream delay. Raging Rabbit found a bug. No, I don't think you did find a bug. I just broke the server. Well, I mean, I don't think I did, but something broke it. Honestly, I'm not sure how to fix this bug. I might just do it on my own time because it's not really good streaming material. But here, I'll quickly show you guys how to do /give. So /give, and then the player name. So mine is Raging found a bug. And then the item ID. So if you want to get the item ID, you can open up the client. If you go into shared items, and then all of these are item IDs. So you just say you want here, just say like a hack item, face 1. You're not supposed to be able to obtain face 1 in the game. Then you set the quantity, so 1, and then the style. So the style is just like different visual variations of it, but there's only one style, and it's optional too. Now if I go in my inventory, you can see it here. Face 1, it's kind of broken. I didn't give it an icon because it's not something you should be getting in game. Just say dark fur. There you go. Yeah. It's probably just stuttering, but it makes like a blurriness effect. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna work on it anymore in the stream. It's not the super fun thing to do. I might try to stream next weekend if I'm not doing anything. Yeah, I can work on some other stuff maybe in the to-do list. Here, what's something that's really annoying? Nah, I'll just leave it. I'll do another stream on Friday. Hopefully some more bugs will be fixed by then. Well, maybe on Friday. I'll see if I'm not doing anything. Yeah. Actually, we've only been streaming for like 2 hours. It feels like it's been much longer. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna end this off here. If you guys found any bugs or any crashes or anything, please post them on Discord. I'm curious to see it. I'm gonna save them so I can look into them. I'll fix this blurriness issue off of stream, but I think we did quite a bit of stuff. We knocked off a lot of the issues that were happening, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, I mean, it's starting to feel more like a actual working game now. There are some bugs still, but not too bad. Yeah, thanks for joining, and see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.